we have an alarming situation. In the state of South Dakota, we lose about 742 Indian kids every year. That's 2 kids per day. Today, 2 Indian kids from Standing Rock or Oglala, Cheyenne River, Flanju, Siston, wherever. 2 of them are taken from their parents for whatever reason. Sometimes it's our fault, whatever. They're taken. And 90% of the time that they're taken, they end up in white foster homes, which is totally contra to the mandates of the Indian Child Welfare Act that the state of South Dakota should be implementing, should be following federal law. But this industry, if we could call it that pejoratively, is worth $100 million to the state of South Dakota. Our children, Indian kids, Dakota, Lakota, others, comprise about nearly 10% of South Dakota's total child population. We make up 56% of South Dakota's child care population, foster care population, which should just alarm you. Something is systemically wrong here. There is a policy in place that provides financial incentives to take our children. I have a story. My relatives have stories. You have a story. Everyone has a story about how somebody in their family was taken away, placed outside their kin network in violation of ICWA. Even before that, there's people out there, lost birds if you want to call them that. We lost them to the system. And South Dakota isn't the only state where this happens, but it is the state where we're going to draw the line. There's so many angles, there's so many things wrong with the totality of circumstances that is the South Dakota Department of Social Services relationship with Indian people. We've got the Medi affair. Old guy gets 5 Lakota kids from the DSS when they knew he was a risk, and he rapes them. He raped our kids. That's not an allegedly, he's in prison for that right now. Check that case out. Go to lakotalaw.org. See all the research that Lakota People's Law Project has been doing for the past 6-7 years. You've got Brandon Telefero case. Your average next door white South Dakota attorney sticks up for those girls who were in the Medi home. Read that. Reads like a novel. They went after him. He's a brave man. Brandon Telefero has every respect I can give. But this is where we have to stop this. This is the beginning of the end of this travesty that exists there and is perpetuated by the system. People probably think they're just doing their job. But any rational, sentient human being should come to the conclusion that, hey, something's wrong here. Why don't we just be decent people and fix it? Why don't we just follow the law so Indian families can stay together? Or better yet, why don't we just give this control, this intrinsically internal affair of controlling the lives of their future generations, why don't we just give that back to the tribes? Does that option ever pop in?